Hello all, it's Vanessa Viljean, and today I present you with a challenge. My challenge is that you embrace your idiosyncrasies and your unique story. Now, what does this mean? I think we live in very much so a collectivist society. And I think we're all geared towards a primary goal on where it's certainly encouraged to make choices that benefit the greater good, let's say. And I'm on board with peace and unity and love. But I think, collectivism has its limits in the sense that it can suppress people's abilities to live an independent life and to carry out freedom of thought. And I am a freedom of thought advocate. So I'm more geared towards individualism. And when we first hear this concept, this word, we're like, run. It's so selfish, it's bad. People who believe in individualism are toxic, they're selfish. And to an extent, I had this opinion before, but as I've studied into it a little bit more, still got a lot more to study, it works well within its limits. So why I prefer it to, let's say, the school of thought concerning collectivism is that if applied properly, without kind of a tyrannical drive or I'm going to say that, it would enable an individual to set up a life that is of high quality and high standard that would inevitably set them up to help others beyond themselves. So linking in with the challenge that I presented at the start, I reckon that if we tapped into what is unique about us and kind of like our flaws and mistakes and I guess like the parts we don't want to show or that we're too scared to give out to the world, I think we'd make so much impact, not only in our inner circles, but for those who are watching. So for me personally, I've been very hesitant over the years to exercise my educational mind. So I've been in certain spaces where rigid thinking is very promoted. Everyone must believe in this and that and that and that. And obviously it serves me positively in certain respects, I feel, as part of a community. But also when it's come to quite nuanced and complex situations that I've battled deeply with, it's not worked. And I found that I've gotten to a stage where I need and absolutely need for myself, for my children, for my friends, for everyone, to stand on my own legs, beliefs-wise and also lifestyle-wise. And I've had to come to a place of great self-awareness. I need to figure out continuously what works for me and what doesn't work for me. Which environments do I need to be? Do I be in an environment where I feel drained, where I feel mocked, where I feel ridiculed, where adaptability has no space? Or do I open up myself to those places, those spaces, the opportunities that enable me to flow and fly? And it's interesting because it's so easy to fit a mold. It's so easy. I mean, people have done that for generations. Why do you think really devastating regimes like colonialism and Hitler and it can go on have thrived? It's because, it's hard to challenge the status quo for whatever reason. And it's interesting because I think we overlook how much power our expressions can have. Like the expression of a thought can literally bring life or death. And if we apply this principle all across the board, how I dress, how we communicate, how I eat, how I dance, how I sing, and sometimes the silence can birth a lot of impact. So my questions is this, what is unique about you? What have you wanted to show the world, but you have been too afraid to be rejected for? So you're hiding and you're shrinking. For me, it's been my educational mind. I've had people make remarks. Oh, that you're prideful. You're prideful. You overthink a lot because of my intellectual mind. But actually, no. Reason is a powerful thing. Wisdom is the pathway to riches. I am not going to choose ignorance, which is bliss, just because I want to be bum-licked. No. Like, that's how generational curses continue thriving. You're scared to speak against something that is wrong, so your kids will suffer. Other people in the world are too scared to speak about the abuse and the pain they've experienced because you'd rather stay comfortable. So that's my challenge. These idiosyncrasies we have, maybe we're very creative and we think very bigly, or maybe we're great listeners and we're in a world where everyone wants to speak. Or maybe your story is that you've gone through hell and you've done things that you regret. You've done things or things have been done to you that you would never ever wish upon anyone else. I encourage you to think about it, and take those steps towards leveraging the seeds that are planted within you and within your experiences. It has been your favorite butterfly. I aim to be more consistent. I am expecting a beautiful human being, so it's a bit challenging to be disciplined when my moods are going. But yeah, bless you, and I hope this provokes some thinking.